Hello class, today we're going to look at solving equations in algebra. So far we've been looking at expressions. For example, x plus 4. Today we're going to look at equations. The difference is they have an equals. So we still have a variable that's represented by the letter and a constant that is represented by a number. But what makes it an equation is we have the equals symbol. Equations are a bit like balanced weighing scales. What happens on one side of the equals must be the same as the other side of the equals. So x plus 4 must be the same as 6. Now I'm going to try and find out what x is. So let's look at that particular equation. I want to find out what x is. To do that, I can use a couple of different methods. The very first one is trial and error. The trial and error method simply just means that I'm going to substitute in a number until I see what number is correct. So I'm going to start with 1. That is not correct. Try with 2. That is correct. So x must be equal to 2. Now the trial and error method works well when I have very simple numbers, like in the equation we have just solved. But what about when I have more difficult numbers? For example, if I had a question like 7y plus 39 equals 264. How am I going to have a strategy that will always work? So I'm going to use something called stabilisers. They are going to keep my equation balanced. Stabilisers are drawn as 2 lines on either side of the equation. What I'm going to look at first is how can I make this side of the equation just equal x. I have x plus 4. To remove the plus 4, I need to take away 4. Because I do that to one side of the equals, I need to do it to the other. Now I can see that x plus 4 minus 4 is x plus 0, or just x. And on the other side of the equals, I have 6 minus 4, which equals 2. I have solved my equation. X equals 2. I can check that I am correct by substituting the answer back in. Six equals 6, so I am correct. That is a quick way of checking you've got the right answer. We're going to look at another example where I have a coefficient in front of the x. I have 3x plus 7 equals 28. And I again want to solve what is x. So again, I will draw my stabilizers. And I will look at what I need to do to get x on its own. In this case, I have plus 7. So I want to take that away. And again, what I do on one side, I'm going to do on the other. I can see that I will end up with 3x plus 0, or just 3x on its own, equals 21. I'm not finished there. 3x means 3 multiplied by x. To remove this x, I'm going to need to get rid of the 3. If it is 3 multiplied by x, to undo that, I need to divide by 3. 3x divided by 3 equals 21 divided by 3. 3x divided by 3 leaves me x on its own, and 21 divided by 3 equals 7. Now I have found out that x equals 7. I can even use my method of checking. 3 by 7 plus 7 equals 28. 3 by 7 is 21, plus 7 equals 28. 28 equals 28. I am correct. Thanks for taking time to watch the video. You can replay it as many times as you want and take some notes to help you in class solving some equations tomorrow.